Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Daily's 2A News. Today I want to talk to you guys about something that just kind of drives me nuts, and that's the use of the term modern sporting rifle. Today I want to talk to you guys about why we should not be using that term to refer to an AR-15. This video is brought to you by Exo Drones and the Ranger 7. If you or somebody you know is looking for a drone this Christmas, but you don't want to spend $500 to $3,000 on a really expensive drone, but don't also want to spend, $100 on something that's cheap from China, check out the Exo Drone. They're having a sale right now. You can get an Exo Drone for under $300, and it even has collision avoidance, 4K video footage, very easy to fly, comes with a battery, comes with a controller, you can see what you're doing, and Exo Drones are a really cool option to save you some money. So again, under $300 for the Ranger. They have different colors like red and gray. Definitely worth checking out. Check the description box for that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the term modern sporting rifle and why we should never use it again. Number one, I feel like that's a term that was created so that people who have a complete misunderstanding of what an AR-15 is can more easily digest it when they hear it. I think that modern sporting rifle simply panders to those people who get emotional when they hear the word AR-15. They see it being used in movies, on TV, they see it in the news, they hear what politicians have to say about it, and the media just completely misrepresents what it actually is. So the term was created to make it sound a little bit more palatable. Modern sporting rifle versus AR-15. And so you hear that term and it's just, again, another misrepresentation of what it is. Now, when I personally hear the term modern sporting rifle, I'm thinking of something that is created specifically for sporting purposes. So maybe it's used for a 3-gun competition or long-range competition, something like that. So when I see these companies come out with that watered down, more easy to digest term modern sporting rifle, and I see a standard 60-inch barreled AR-15, I know that that name was given to it so that it can be easily digested by those people who don't like the word. So it's not necessarily your customer base to begin with. It's not just a sporting rifle. You can use an AR-15 for home defense, for self-defense. You can use it for defense of your property and your liberty. You can use it for hunting, and yes, you can use it for competition and sporting purposes. But you can use it for a lot more things than just sporting. Again, that name, modern sporting rifle, is just there to make it more easy to digest for those people that just don't like the word AR-15 for some reason, or the designation AR-15. So here's what I think happens when you use the term modern sporting rifle. I think you're kind of giving up ground. You're retreating. You're backing off just a little bit from those people who want to call it something else that it's not, which is an assault weapon. They like to say that word a lot. It makes it sound big and bad and scary and ominous, right? So you kind of back off and you're like, okay, well, we'll call it a modern sporting rifle because that's a lot easier for more people to take. When in reality, again, like I said, it's neither of those. What it actually is a semi-automatic center fire rifle. Very simple. If you want to call it something other than an AR-15, you call it what it is, a semi-automatic center fire rifle. It's not what they're calling it because it doesn't even have the fun switch on it. So if it doesn't have the fun switch, forget it. Just doesn't fall in that category, or, that made-up category altogether. And again, modern sporting rifle, kind of another made-up category. It's a semi-automatic center fire rifle, or an AR-15, that's its designation. If you want to give it a moniker or something, you could say that. But it's not either of those other two things. Now, I know I might be getting a little bit nitpicky here. I understand that a name is just a name. It doesn't matter if I call it Betty. Betty can still do what Betty was designed to do. It doesn't change the functionality. I could call it James, and James is still going to do exactly what it was designed to do. It's not going to change the overall functionality, the use, form, or function of something. They like to call it one thing. Other people like to call it something else. So in that case, yeah, it doesn't really matter. However, you do have to remember that politicians do like to use words and change definitions in order to make laws. So they like to call something something that it's not in order to affect that change and try and get the laws passed that they want. And so words and definitions can be extremely powerful. And what you call something can change the overall effect and outcome of what we see. But I don't like to back off of things like that. I don't like to simply call something, again, something that it's not on our side, just so we can get an effect against their side. It is what it is, and that is it. So again, while I understand words are extremely important, if you want to use something correct. semi-automatic centerfire rifle. That explains it perfectly. Anyway, I want to thank you guys all very much for watching. I do want to hear what you guys have to say on the topic in the comment section. So leave a comment if you would. Let me know what you think. Thumbs ups are always appreciated. And if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. Have a great day.